Picture this. You're standing in a crowd, chaos swirling around you, people clawing for power, begging for validation, desperate to belong. But you? You're a shadow in the storm, unshaken, untouchable, a man who doesn't bend to the noise. That's the Sigma male, and it's exactly why dark manipulators, those slithering architects of control, lose sleep over you. Their webs of deceit unravel in your presence, and today we're tearing the mask off their fear. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, the stronghold for men who forge their own path, armed with stoic strength and unyielding independence. In this video we're diving into the psychology of why evil people target the lone wolf, and how you can turn their fear into your power. Buckle up, because this isn't just a lesson, it's a battle cry for every man who refuses to be tamed. 1. The Uncontrollable Catalyst. Sigma males aren't just outliers, they're the glitch in the matrix of a world obsessed with control. You walk into a room, radiating a quiet self-assurance that doesn't beg for approval, and manipulators feel the ground shift beneath them. Their tools, guilt trips, peer pressure, emotional blackmail, dissolve against your refusal to play their game. Imagine a corporate shark trying to guilt trip you into overtime with a sob story about team spirit. You nod, walk away, and finish your work on your terms, leaving them choking on their own tactics. That's the Sigma effect. You're a catalyst they can't predict or chain, a man who exposes their fragile empire of influence just by existing. This aligns with the stoic truth that real power lies in self-mastery, not in bending to others' whims. You don't need their applause or fear their rejection because your strength is forged within. Manipulators thrive on emotional puppets, but you've cut the strings. That's why they fear you. Your independence isn't just a trait, it's a weapon that dismantles their entire system. They can't herd what won't follow, and your quiet rebellion threatens everything they've built. 2. Weaponized victimhood, their favorite disguise. When manipulators can't bully you into submission, they flip the script and play the wounded lamb. You're so distant, they whine, or your independence makes me feel abandoned. It's a masterclass in crocodile tears, designed to saddle you with guilt and drag you into their emotional quicksand. Picture a clingy friend who sulks when you skip their drama fest to recharge alone. They're not hurt, they're hunting for leverage. Their goal is to make your boundaries the crime and your strength the punishment, all while the crowd nods at their sob story. But here's where stoic wisdom kicks in. You're not the keeper of their feelings. You control your actions, not their reactions, and Sigma males live this truth. By refusing to shoulder their fake burdens, you strip away their disguise and leave them flailing. That's what terrifies them. Your ability to see through the act and stand firm keeps their favorite weapon dull and useless. You're not the villain they paint, you're the mirror they can't face. 3. The Solitude Sabotage, attacking your power source. Your solitude isn't a flaw, it's your sanctuary, the forge where you sharpen your mind and spirit. Manipulators know this, and it drives them mad. So they launch a sly assault, whispering to the pack, "He's too good for us," or "He's hiding something." Suddenly, the invites stop, the chatter fades, and you're left on the outside, not by your choice but by their design. They want you to doubt your solitude, to crave their noisy approval, to stumble into their trap disoriented and weak. Yet stoic philosophy teaches that solitude is where true strength is born, a space to reflect and rise above the chaos. Sigma males don't just endure this sabotage, they thrive in it. Your alone time isn't isolation, it's liberation, a fortress they can't breach. By embracing it, you turn their attack into your advantage, proving that their need for control is the real weakness. They fear your solitude because it's the one place their influence can't reach. 4. The bait and switch, engineering emotional landmines. Your calm is their kryptonite, so they plant mines to blow it apart. A snide remark at a party, "Nice to see you finally show up," or a petty jab at work, "Guess you're too busy for us." They're fishing for a reaction. Any crack in your armor they can twist into a victory. If you snap, they'll smirk and say, "Relax, it's just a joke," flipping the script to make you the bad guy. It's a calculated game. Provoke you into their arena, then use your response to tighten their grip. Stoicism arms you with the shield of emotional control. Reacting isn't your job. Reasoning is. Sigma males sidestep these traps with a steady gaze and a silent mind, leaving manipulators empty-handed. That refusal to bite is what haunts them. They need your anger to fuel their narrative, but you starve them of it. Your discipline isn't just strength, it's a quiet checkmate that keeps you in command. 5. The character Assassination, reframing strength as sin. When they can't crack you, they target your name. Your independence? He's arrogant. Your clarity? He's judgmental. Your boundaries? Selfish. They spin your gold into dirt, hoping the crowd buys their lie and you start doubting yourself. Think of a coworker who twists your focus into not being a team player, rallying others to shun you. It's not about truth, it's about breaking your resolve and dimming your light to fit their shadow. But Stoic resilience says their words don't define you, your actions do. Sigma males don't flinch at this slander. They know their worth isn't up for debate. By standing tall amid the mudslinging, you prove their attacks are hollow, a desperate grab at power they'll never hold. They fear this unshakable core because it exposes their venom as nothing more than noise you rise above every time. 6. The inner circle infiltration, turning trust into treachery. Your allies are their backdoor. Manipulators sidle up to your friends with fake concern. Is he okay? He's been so quiet lately, digging for dirt they can twist into weapons. They're not after gossip. They're mapping your vulnerabilities, looking for the perfect strike. Imagine a buddy casually mentioning your stress to a snake who then uses it to push your buttons later. It's a betrayal by proxy, turning trust into a tool against you. Stoic wisdom urges caution in who you let close, and Sigma males choose their circle with razor-sharp discernment. You keep your confidants tight and transparent, immune to this infiltration. That foresight frustrates manipulators. They can't breach what you've already fortified. Your loyalty isn't a weakness. It's a steel wall they can't climb, and that's why they tremble. 7. The gaslighting gauntlet, distorting your reality. Their deadliest play is making you question what's real. That didn't happen, they insist, or you're overthinking it, after they've stirred the pot and left you reeling. It's a mind game to unmoor you, to make their version of truth your anchor. Picture a manipulator denying a promise they made, leaving you second-guessing your memory while they smirk. They want you lost, dependent, and doubting, ripe for their control. Stoicism roots you in reason, not their illusions. Sigma males trust their logic and evidence, not the smoke and mirrors of a liar. You hold fast to reality, cutting through their fog with a clear mind. That clarity is their nightmare. You're a rock they can't erode, a man who sees them for what they are and refuses to bend. 8. The erosion tactic, death by 1,000 papercuts. They don't always swing hard. Sometimes it's a slow bleed. A smirk here, a forgotten email there, a subtle dig in passing. It's death by 1,000 cuts, meant to wear you down until you break or bail. Think of a boss who keeps accidentally sidelining your ideas, hoping you'll quit in frustration. They're betting your patience has a limit, that you'll trade your peace for their petty war. But stoic endurance turns their game into dust. Sigma males see the long play and outlast it, their resolve a mountain against their drizzle. You don't just survive this erosion, you thrive, proving your strength isn't fleeting, it's eternal. They fear that staying power because it turns their strategy into a losing battle they can't win. 9. The false alliance, the Trojan horse offer. They'll dangle a lifeline, let's work together, or, I'm on your side, but it's a Trojan horse packed with chains. Take it and you're tangled in their debts. Reject it and they cry, he's too proud to collaborate. Either way they win, unless you see through it. Imagine a colleague offering help on a project, only to claim the credit later. It's a snare dressed as salvation, built to trap your independence. Stoic caution keeps you free, judge the deed not the words. Sigma males smell the ruse and sidestep it, preserving their autonomy with a polite no. That rejection stings manipulators, they can't buy what you won't sell. Your freedom is their fear, a line they can't cross no matter how sweet the bait. 10. The mimicry ploy, weaponizing your own aura. Some are clever enough to mirror you, aping your calm, your confidence, your lone wolf vibe. We're alike, they hint, blurring the lines to steal your shine or mask their fangs. Picture a rival copying your style, nodding along to your ideas, all while plotting behind your back. It's a ploy to confuse the crowd and dilute your edge, making their imitation a shadow over your truth. Authenticity is your blade, sharpened by stoic integrity. Sigma males don't perform, they live it, and that raw honesty cuts through the fake. You don't need to call them out, your presence exposes their act. They fear this genuineness because it's a light they can't counterfeit, a power they can only envy. 11. The unspoken testament, why their fear is your power. Every move they make, the plots, the whispers, the games, is a silent scream of your dominance. They wouldn't waste their cunning on someone weak. You're a threat worth fighting. Your refusal to dance, your steady gaze, your untouchable spirit, it's a revolution they can't stop. Think of every jab they've thrown. It's not about you failing, it's about them failing to break you. Their fear is your crown, proof you're a force they can't tame. Stoicism shows that trials forge virtue, and Sigma males wear these battles as badges. You don't just resist, you inspire, a beacon for every man who craves freedom. They fear you because your very life challenges their rule, and that unspoken truth is your greatest strength. Stand tall, their panic is your victory. You've just seen why dark manipulators dread the Sigma male, your strength, your silence, your unbreakable will. These aren't just traits, they're weapons that shred their illusions and light the way for your own path. Every trick they pull is a confession. You're the one they can't conquer, the lone wolf who turns their fear into fuel. So take this wisdom, wield it, and rise higher than they'll ever reach. At Sigma Male Community, we're your brothers in this fight, delivering raw truth and stoic power to fuel your journey. If this hit home, smash that like button, drop a comment with your story, and share this with every man who needs to break free. Subscribed already? Hit that bell, don't miss a single strike against the chaos. You're not just watching, you're building a legacy of independence. Until next time, keep your fire burning and your path clear.